Football Power Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to welcome you to the Football Power Hour. My name is Botswanapapi, and today we have to talk about the bombshell of an interview that pretty much hit the footballing world today. Deli Alli had an interview with Gary Neville. We'll talk about that, and we're going to talk about Onana as well, because it seems like it's really about to happen. And we know when Fabrizio says it's really about, it's a here we almost go pretty much from Fabrizio, because he pretty much posted a photo of Onana, and I think he's had his last supper. I think it's safe to say he has had the last supper. It's going to be a new era for Manchester United as we are seeming like we're getting this deal over the line. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We have only less than 9 minutes, so let's just go straight into it. Deli Alli, today, oh my goodness. This man is so brave. I pretty much want to say this has to be in the list of essential viewing. Why? Because men's mental health, matter of fact, mental health in general cannot be talked about enough. We need to just, first of all, I want to credit Cristiano Ronaldo for having the confidence to sit down and sort of give a little bit of a different story of like a footballer's life and what they're going through when they're making the decisions that they're making. And that was a little bit of insight. But this interview is a must-see interview. Gary Neville, if you have not seen it yet, Gary Neville also, I got to give you your flowers. Gary Neville showed he's got more artistic, more journalistic abilities than Piers Morgan. Gary Neville, you deserve an applause, my friend. Also, but the real applause goes to Deli Alli. The real.
Trust the process. My thought was,
what's the process? What's the process, Gary Neville? The real applause. I pressed the wrong button there. I was trying to press the big applause button, and I hit the what's the process. But it's one of those things where I just feel we need to make sure that we remember as football fans that we have a right to be passionate about the game. This is not about, saying it's not right to talk about, to chat, to be angry at a footballer, but we also have to be mindful that these guys are actual people. These guys have feelings. These guys have emotional things that they're going through. Shout out to you, Omo Ajana. Omotayo Ajana says, hello. Omo today was spreading the love and the flowers to Deli Alli because he did something that's really major. And I think you heard it here first. There will be more of these interviews where we hear an in-depth perspective of a footballer's character and what they're going through. And I really have to just applaud and say we cannot forget the things that he said today. We have to be specific about it and say, Deli Alli opened up and said pretty much, I know I've recommended it for you to see it, but the things that have to be lifted from that interview is the fact that, he's been called lazy. He's been called arrogant. The media has crucified him. And this man has been through the most. This man has seen a different kind of lifestyle. All these Twitter warriors, keyboard warriors, who are mostly very, very young people that are, very much comfortable in their own lives, but they're probably also dealing with a different kind of trauma, but they're more or less finding an outlet by taking it all out on a certain player, on a certain person. So that's what I believe. That's just my theory on just like abuse in general. But Deli Alli has faced so much online abuse, so much criticism, so many headlines from different English media just chastising the boy, but not knowing that at 6, he was molested by his mom's friend. At 7, he started smoking. 8, he started dealing drugs. At 11, he was hung off a bridge by a guy from the next estate. At 12, he was adopted. When you listen to that interview, you even get a real perspective on his relationship with his adopted family and how they also tried to sometimes connect and try to help him, and he was just sort of numb to it because of all the pressure. That's what happens when you're in the limelight, living in the limelight, learning in the limelight. Your mistakes are magnified in the limelight, and people keep on constantly expecting nothing less than perfection from you. You know, it was sad to hear him when he was talking about the Jose Mourinho incident, when you know, we talked about this a little bit about saying the power of editing. You know, you can tell a story by editing it one way and making it seem like a certain way. So Deli Alli, he mentioned that Jose Mourinho ended up apologizing to him after calling him lazy. But the thing that was shown on the Amazon documentary, you know, and was popularized was the fact that Jose Mourinho called Deli Alli lazy. And then other coaches ended up running with it and became a cheap scapegoat to just sort of like give an analysis on Deli Alli saying, oh, he's just lazy. Mourinho was right all along. And that was so disheartening to hear. And the fact that Jose Mourinho apologized and that part did not make the edit, you know? So to the editors of that Amazon documentary, what's the damn process? What's your editing process?
What's the process?
For real, what's the process? I do not understand that. If it's trying to get more clicks, you know, you still get the same amount of viewership if you put in the part where Jose Mourinho apologized to Deli Alli. You know, why are you gonna just try and label Jose Mourinho and Deli Alli only as one-dimensional? Anyway, moving on from that, I just also, before we conclude on Deli Alli, I just want to just say also the fact that, you know, we cannot stop to think about other players and what they're going through. If you've labeled somebody lazy and you know, and have been berated him or whatever, you may need to kind of reconsider that a little bit. I'm not saying stop being passionate, but we need to kind of be a little bit mindful and wonder what happened with Jadon Sancho when we know that the manager even acknowledged there was actual mental health issues. You know, what happened with Hazard when he went to Real Madrid. But anyway, that's mental health. We have to also say it is amazing to know that Fabrizio Romano has pretty much just said, Onana has had his dinner. Here is the picture, ladies and gentlemen. I have to share this with all the joy in the world and say, Onana has just had his final dinner. That's his picture right there. I cannot wait for him to play for Manchester United. I am excited. I hope you're as excited as I am. And also, I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on the Deli Alli interview with Gary Neville. You know, this is a real conversation that we need to keep going and make sure it doesn't stop right here. And until then, we will be singing the Onana song because it's looking like it's really, really, really about to happen. And I am so happy. Shout out to Man United for doing this the right way. Now it's time to get that striker. We out. Hey.